Here's a bad UI. Right, okay, so we've got tunnel. Now we want the public road here. Now, I want to be able to go along here. That's the service road, so anything beyond about here, I want to have a vehicle checkpoint, I think. Well, a two-way road. So about... Actually, that's only one level down. I'll be fine. So a public road over to here, then a vehicle checkpoint. And then you can have a service road. It's linked like that. That gives us scope. The trouble is you can't build the thingy underground. I placed it wrong. Is that the wrong way around? It's the wrong way around. So that stops the members of the public sneaking onto the underground service road. And then we want public underground car parking. But we want to do that on the next level down, so we need to go down again. It needs to be at this level. What's the best way of doing that then? Public road tunnel down. Public parking lot. Get rid of the checkpoints above ground if you wish. I haven't got it above ground. I'm just thinking about how they'll walk from there to there, you know? What if we open that side as well? We can have, if you put the sidewalk at the back is what I'm thinking on the left, and then they can just come out the car park and walk that way maybe. Then they don't have to cross the road is what I'm kind of trying to do here. How many contracts? About 70 or 80, I think. $50. Let's get some more work in. Pinky Express, thank you for almost 4 years. Problem is, there's like so many different ways that you can do this. I'm just wondering if that's going to cause traffic problems. But, Let's turn on the south side of to limit traffic. Why would it limit traffic? Like this way, the traffic coming out the car park can go straight out. Contract was not complete, no time bonus received. That means something else has expired, that's this one. This is quite a big floor space. 1900, 1600. Paper News, 1950, blimey. Or Heinemann, 1971. His car will turn right into the tunnel instead of having to cross lanes. Yeah, but the reverse happens on the way out unless you one-way system it. I mean, that's the other way of doing this. You can make that a one-way tunnel if you wanted to make that an exit. So, for example, we could have an opposing tunnel. Let's go like that. And say, well, that one is one way in. Oh, won't let me do that, apparently. Maybe you can't mark tunnels as one way, you can only mark the roads as one way, I don't know. Hang on a sec. Or does it have to be built? Oh, because with normal roads you can mark them before they're built. Like that, you see. So you basically make it so you turn right into here and then come out and turn right that way. And then when you get down here, effectively, we're going to one-way route this. Weird. There we go. So that's going to take a bit of building. It probably doesn't help having the construction site down here. Maybe we should have another one over here somewhere. Because they're having to walk a long way to get goods. Maybe I need another one of these. Oops, wrong way. Just put a delivery site. Here for now. That might help. You can put it underground. Kind of. It's a bit chicken and egg because they can't deliver to it until these roads are built. And they need parts to make the roads, so... yeah. When the roads are built, we can put it underground, yeah. Right, how are we doing for cash? 743. Let's have a look what we're doing. Can't recall. 180,000 profit, excluding construction. We're spending a lot of money on construction. Emperor Legion, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome to the Net House, sir. And K-Steen, another month with 48 months in total. Thank you, K-Steen. Now, the taxi areas are here. This is a delivery spot, so when you order things to be built, parts, if you like, components, ingredients, whatever, have to be delivered to a delivery site. And then the workers come and get them. But it kind of occurred to me that the delivery site's here, but all the construction's here. So I've built another one there, hoping that they'll use that instead. Okay, everything else is ticking along nicely. Security is busy as ever. I really don't like the way the floor is dirty all the time. It's kind of annoying. I was wondering if footprints stop when you actually put things on the floor, but they don't, look. They still mess the place up. Did the map grow bigger? The map is that big at the moment. I don't think it gets any bigger than that. Just look how dirty it is. Like the janitors, I don't know why. Why can't you get better janitors that have like cleaning machines that can just go vroom? Because when you look at the operations, right, you'll always find that you just can't have enough janitors. You got rid of the contractor drop-off. Kind of looks like they're using that one in preference. It's actually annoying. You can't disable it either. It looks like they're going to drop at the nearest. It's because you only had one when you ordered construction. Yeah, that could be it actually. Yeah, you might be right. My question though is, will a delivery vehicle go to the nearest construction site to the main road, or the nearest construction site to where the building is happening? A little bit of flight delay going on. Getting plenty of EasyJet stuff. Look at them all, like the way they all path down the wall. That's hilarious. Look at this. Oh my god. Like everybody takes the exact same, most efficient route. A lot of people going to the underground now, which is good. How's the road network going? Interesting the way this is being constructed. Yep, I'm gonna need all of your workers. How many? All of them.
Happy anniversary.
Check-in desks are working nicely. Should we just put the check-in desk along the wall, shouldn't I?
Welcome back, Nutter.
Also, I should have left a gap, because right now, if you check in at this desk, you have to walk all the way along here to go around, which is stupid. Crawley Snipe, thank you for 37. It's too complicated for you. Fair enough. I'm going to need a bigger staff room as well. That's just outrageously small. There's always like 10 things that need doing. Or more staff rooms. Well, I know I need toilets and stuff up here. We definitely need to widen this. Then we can get some shops and some toilets and stuff here. Maybe have another staff room though. I don't want to do any more construction right now while this is going on. We've got enough. Enough to deal with.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Dub AUT6, thank you for 42 months, sir. I wonder if we can cope with another another stand. I reckon we probably can. I mean, I'm not seeing any queues at the runway. Security can probably just about handle another. Maybe we'll need another check-in desk on it. Yep, it's totally possible to disable music. Trouble is, the game is like so quiet. If you turn the music off, there's nothing happening audio-wise. Is it worth the money? This game, it's not without problems. It's one of the, it's a very classic early access, you know? Lots of development, lots of stuff in it, but definitely has bugs. So if you can deal with it having bugs, then yes. Well, I don't know if I want to research anything yet. We're doing the ultimate commercial license at the moment, which is taking up all 10 people anyway. That's taken a long time. It's improved a lot. Yes, it really, really has. They've added so many features. Aha, they're using this.
Welcome back, Nutter.
See, look, you cannot draw an arrow on that. You can only do it on the road. There's a lighting gone. Aggressive street lights. Let's put one up in here and see what it looks like. Not valid. Oh, you can't. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's because that's classed as terminal, so yeah.
Welcome
What?
back, Nutter.
Oh. That's actually annoying. You saw this channel recommendation, wants to come in and check it out. Love airports and builders, so it seemed cool. It's a fun game, especially if you love builders. Distant Reach, thank you for 18 months. That's right, you can use control, can't you? Hang on. Can I control? There we go, look at that. Right, so I've got our underground car park that nobody's using. Like, literally nobody has driven down there yet. Which worries me slightly. Maybe they're all getting the subway. Right, we need to expand. Need to widen this thing. $121,000. Ouch. A cool $250,000. I don't think I've charged him for parking, actually. Let's have a look. Parking. Oh, yeah. Short-term parking. Don't know why I ramped that up so much. Let's try that. Let's bring the price down. Alrighty then. That's another stand. Airport looks so much bigger than yesterday when you left, of course. I bought the game after watching you play D-Storm. Why do they always go for de-icing? Weather data. It's pretty cold. Okay, once we've got this, we need to shuffle some things around and think about baggage collection. And also another toilet. You can put more stands on the left side of the terminal you expand. I don't want to put stands over this side. We could do. But I'd rather have this as, like, room for stuff. My kind of back of my head plan is to have another runway here, and then have, like, a remote stand here. That's what I'd like to do. Can you cross runways if you build runways over them? I don't think you can cross runways. I'm pretty certain you can't. What DCS planes do you have? I have quite a few, actually. Can't remember off the top of my head. A10 Hornet. E51. Can't remember if I got the Spitfire or not. You love the A10. I used to love the A10 until I flew the Hornet. So I was like, oh, that's actually really good. No, I didn't crash the Spitfire. I would never do that. I definitely did not hit any trees. Yeah, it's a tree's fault for being too low, exactly. Look at what they're doing. They're going around an invisible wall. What on earth? I used to have a wall here. And they're behaving like it's still there. That's so bizarre. Oh, it's the zone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course it is. Thank you. Yeah, it's the zoning. That's what it is. The white zone is for loading and unloading only. Wow, they're really strict on what zones they'll use. That's amazing. Right. There's no... oh, no, no, no. We need more vehicles. Hang on, we need another cleaning car. And we need another stair truck. I'm gonna order another Maverick fuel truck just in case. No, we don't need 2 stair trucks. We need 1 per stand, basically. Like, they only ever use 1. On the medium planes, anyway. Although we will need some more staff. Just like the janitor cleaning is actually annoying. To use jet waste banner, we would need to build 1 floor above. So we'd have to effectively move all of this stuff up a level and then have an escalator going up there. It's doable, but the quicker solution is the staircase right now. Because the jetway comes in at +1, not at 0. Do you need to de-ice the planes? You don't, strictly speaking, need to, but if you provide the service for them, then they'll use it and you'll get money for it, so it's kind of worth doing. Yeah, we need another pushback truck. I feel like I want to put mats here so people don't walk mud into my airport. At some point, Echolos, yes, we'll have a separate floor for arrivals and a separate floor for departure. So it would make sense to put departures on the next floor up because of the jetways. So we can have arrivals here.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Thank you for 3 months, what is? Vanilla Donut. 29 months, how's the new weekend break working so far? Pretty well, Donut, actually. That, like, 1 hour break really helps. It's Scumbag International, we don't need mats. It just annoys me looking at the dirt and the janitors can't keep up with it. Are they actually using my car park yet? Wow. Maybe the public transportation system's just so good that nobody wants to use the cars. Final balance including construction cost 370, excluding construction cost 234. Average employee productivity 153%. Does that mean they're working super hard, or does that mean I'm overworking them? It kind of sounds like I'm overworking them. Like when normal managers say, I want you to give 110%. At Scumbag International we say, I want you to give 154%. Alright, so if we kind of move security up to here, maybe. Or even here. Let's have shops and toilets and stuff here. Don't think you can research an upgraded janitor, no. Sweatshop International. Exactly. I'm thinking we can have the check-in desks along the wall here, maybe. Seating, shops. I think is where's baggage collection gonna go? That's the big question here. Baggage collection is not on the secure side, is that correct? Work shifts are something we haven't got to yet. There you go. HR director is required to adjust the shifts and working hours. So if I hired a HR director, then in theory I could start messing about with that. But the game tutorial, as such, wants me to do the baggage handling first. Well, in this game, Oliver, I'm not sure. Baggage claim can go where the check-in desks are now. And the check-in desk can move up a level. If I move the check-in desk up a level, I'll then have to move security up a level. Which would mean either going back downstairs to depart, or using jetways. Collection is non-secure. Right. See, when we get into the baggage thing, I can't remember how it works in terms of the check-in desk. I seem to remember you have to create a belt system from the check-in desk. So if I was to like move all my check-in desk now, I may get it wrong when it comes to the baggage side of things. Sarcastic Llama, thank you for resub. It makes more sense to put departures on the first floor and keep arrivals on the ground floor, I think. Use the floor below to run all the conveyors, then it is not really important where things are. Yeah, I'm going to do the same. I'm definitely going to use -1. Although I haven't said that. I got roads there as well, so I need to be careful. That's going to be interesting. Then maybe that road will have to change. Maybe I'll have to go down to -2 or something, then bring it back up. I don't need that road personally. Have I given up on YouTube? I put out a video about 3 days ago. I've spent the last month rebuilding my studio. Astro Steve, thank you for 27 months. Nice to see you back. Thank you. Arrivals on the 3rd floor. Wait, what? There isn't a 3rd floor, Whiteland. There's a 1st floor and a 2nd floor. No, there's no 3rd floor. It goes 0, which is ground floor, 1, which is your 1st floor, 2, which is your 2nd floor. And then it goes -1, which is the basement, and then -2, which is the sub-basement. There are 5 floors in total, and then the middle one is ground. So 2 up, 2 down. Your 2nd is my 3rd. Wait, what? Okay, let's do this the easy way, Wand. Bottom left of the screen, there's a number. Can you see it? If I press page up, 1, 2. There you go. There's no 3 in this game. He's using American standards. In Norway, Americans call ground floor 1st floor. Yeah, they do. Well, this works the way I understand. So 0's ground, 1, 1st floor, 2. That's it. There's 2 up, 2 down. This is the Isle of Man. And what did they do in the Isle of Man? In Sweden, your 0 floor is floor 1. Really? I was checking desk looking busy. Right, we're going to have to do baggage, aren't we? Yeah, if this is in the Isle of Man, we just give everybody a very fast motorbike to get around the airport. There's no logic, Whiteland, to calling the ground floor the 1st floor. There's no logic to it. Because how can you have a 1 and a -1 if you don't have a 0? And the floor is the floor. It's not the first floor, it's the floor. The ground is the floor. If you build up from that, that's the first floor. But semantics. Why don't you rotate the check-in desk 90 degrees so people don't have to walk in so far? How can you say you don't have a ground floor? Do you have a ground where you are, Wyland? What's the thing that you walk on every day? Is that the ground? Is that a floor? Yes, it's the ground floor. You have a ground floor. The check-in desks, I'm not sure which way we want to orient them yet. I don't know, it doesn't make any... Like, for some reason, you miss out 0 in your number line. Like, you'll go -1, -2, -3. You'll go +1, +2, +3, but you have no 0. How can you miss a 0 out in a number line? I don't get it. I've not watched Picard yet, no. It's on my list. Structure position invalid. Get rid of the fence. I've got like 1 billion contractors on the go here. Many hotels skip floor 13 too. Yeah, but they do that because of superstition, which is just stupid. I'd be quite happy to book a room on floor 13, like it as if it makes any difference whatsoever. The fact that somebody sticks a label on the floor that says 1-3, somehow people are like, oh, it might be bad luck. Come on. But they don't do it because they get fewer bookings on floor 13. What they don't realize is it's probably not floor 13, it's probably floor 12, but it was labeled 13 because Americans. So maybe when they're staying on floor 12, it's actually as unlucky as the normal 13, or whatever. Same people that, like, won't put an umbrella up inside a house or won't walk under a ladder and see a black cat crossing the road and like, oh. You do all those things. Oh, God. Well, yeah, Friday the 13th. I mean, why? What's Friday the 13th anyway, right? So you take 13, which to some people is an unlucky number, and then you attach it to Friday and make a film called Friday the 13th, and then suddenly people go, oh, Friday the 13th. Refuse to walk under scaffolding. I mean, you know, common sense dictates that if you walk under scaffolding, nothing's going to drop on your head because the whole thing is boarded, right? So when you walk under scaffolding, you're actually walking under a floor. Under a ladder's different. A ladder is like somebody might be there with a bucket that they can let go and hit you. Yeah, I mean, China has different numbers again, doesn't it? Is it 4 that's unlucky? Isn't that, what's the Chinese lucky number? Is it 6 or something? I can't remember now. There's no logic to this. It's just, is it 8? It's just human. It's just people. There's no logic to it. It's because 4 has a similar pronunciation to death. Wow. Your flight from New York in a month's time is Friday the 13th. I mean, they don't suddenly stop flying planes on Friday the 13th. Let's face it, if you cross over the date line, it won't be the 13th anyway. You like GTA roleplay? I love doing roleplay, but not GTA roleplay, because it's all, like, massive swearing. An unlucky number in the binary system would be fun. Lol. My unlucky number is 0100. You what, mate? Right, let's get rid of that wall. Yeah, owning the profit. Yeah, we're doing pretty well profit-wise. So if we have... See, in order to have depart like all this upstairs, I'll have to recreate all of this on this floor. I'll have to put the jetways in and stuff, and you could template it. Oh, we can template it, yeah. Where is the jetway anyway? Let's have it. $20,000 per jetway. Oof. 20 grand. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 100 grand on jetways. I don't know if we're ready for that yet. Mr. Wackaday, how you doing? It might be easier if the baggage system is going underground. That means check-ins and collection needs to stay on the same floor to make life a bit easier, doesn't it? Like if I try to put check-in desks upstairs, presumably I have to belt down a level and then belt down a level again, I assume. Thank you, Wackaday. Whereas if like all the check-in desks were here and all the arrivals were here, and then you sent them upstairs for security, I don't know. Have them go up a floor after check-in. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know what the belt system has in it. Check-in and security on 0 for sure. No, I was thinking of check-in and collection. The stairs by the subway could have a stairs going up then a bridge to the second floor. I'm thinking about the conveyor belt system and thinking about how... So check-in, like baggage, then has to be taken. And then it has to be belted away. Presumably to the stands. And then similarly, the stands have to be belted to the collection belts. But the belting system ideally would go underground. So it would go like -1. Now if I want to put my check-in desks at +1, it means I need to drop them 2 levels to belt them to the stands kind of thing. Pretty much how it's done in real life, checking on ground, then you do security, and it's 2 more walk to departures where you go up at least 1 or 2 escalators. Copenhagen has check-in on ground floor and security in shops on first. Yeah, if I put security upstairs, I'd have to use jetways. Bear in mind, I can't do that with these stands. Like, there's no option with a small stand to even do that. Now, there is another option here. We get rid of small stands. Yeah? I could put 2 mediums there, get rid of small planes completely. I don't know if I want to do that, but it's possible. At Nantes, you check in on ground floor, then go up to first for security and boarding, and you disembark on ground to take your luggage there. Yeah, so you'd have check-in. This is what I was saying. You'd have check-in and collection on ground. Yeah, because then all the baggage is dealt with at the ground floor, and you belt it underneath, and then go upstairs for security and shops and boarding. You could also let the small stands be remote stands. That's a separate problem altogether, wasn't it? Why are we de-icing? Because it's 1 Celsius. Going down to -5 tomorrow. There's a long queue for the big shop. Is that Burger King? Burger King? What can you say? We also need some more toilets. Okay, so let's see. Check-in desks here. We can have loads of check-in desks here. We can have baggage collection here. I need to research baggage handling. 76% of the way through. As soon as I'm ready, we'll punt 5 people onto that and get it researched. Oh yeah, some contracts closed. $304, $280. $292. $350. $270. 60. So 370 is the best one. $280, let's see. 304 from the co-op. Let's do co-op. Crane's Burgers. Not much profit though. KFC. Hilltop Cafe. One more fridge and we'd be Swift Veg. We'd be happy to go there. Do that. Have you got any gift shops? Yeah, that's kind of what they are. Like, super busy though. You keep collection its own so people can walk straight from the plane to collection and straight to the exit. Well, if you imagine they get off the plane, I assume... Actually, if you've got jetways, I presume they'll always use them. So there won't be any more ground floor people here. Which means the ground floor... What would we use this for then? This would be our baggage collection, I guess. That's a good point, actually. We could put baggage belts outside of each ground floor stand. Connect it like that. And then people come in on the first floor, which is floor 1. They come in and then come down the stairs, go and get the bags and leave. Whiteland, it's mods, mate. Mods are adding the logos. Triple Whopper with cheese is awesome. I read that Burger King has got this burger called, oh, what's it called? It's a something Whopper. It's like a 100% plant-based burger. It's got a weird, not the Impossible Whopper. Rebel, is it? I don't know. I want to try it to see what it's like. Like, it's a meat-free burger, basically. Time to remove all the small planes and go full rip on baggage and medium planes. I think so. Is it the Impossible Whopper? Why not just arrival on ground and straight into baggage? Because if I build a jetway, I can't make them... I think what they'll do is if I build a jetway, they'll not only board the plane on the first floor, they'll also get off the plane on the first floor. Ideally, I'd love them to just use the stairs and go that way, but I don't think they will. It's called the Impossible Whopper. Or I think it's called the Rebel in the UK. Alright, let's do this. So, we've got a plan here. We're going to have check-in desks here. We're going to have baggage belts outside of each stand. And then on the first floor, we're going to have security. So, check-in desks. What orientation for check-in desks then? You want to put them against the wall, which is going to make belting easier. That road's going to have to move. It's going to get in the way of my belting system. It will, Moorcroft, because they basically, even when there's no wall, they follow the zoning. Get rid of that for now. Do you know what I could do to stop my ETS2 crashing in a certain junction? Read the log file and have a look what's causing the crash. And if it's a mod, get rid of the mod. It will almost 99.9999% be a mod problem. I need to de-zone that slightly. How about getting a gap in the check-in desk to make it more efficient with walking? Yes, I'm just trying to work out what orientation to put the desks on, because I know no matter what I do, it'll cause problems with the belting. Because until I see how the belting works, I just know it's going to cause issues. But what else can I do? I've got to try. So let's save it. Just in case I really make a pig zero of this. Also, a check-in desk needs a queue. I'm going to assume the belt system's going to run from behind it. And they're also going to want seating, aren't they? Put the desks up on the wall and have them straight down. I seem to remember putting the desks against a wall the last time I played this, I seem to remember if you put them against the wall, it causes problems. I could be wrong. At the moment, I've got a lot of desks. Put all them against the wall. Effectively, that stops me building more that way. So I'm better running against this wall, I think. But that could cause problems with the belting. Put the desks against each other would increase passenger flow. Kind of. See, that's one desk, but I didn't leave a gap in between. And I kind of think that's not the way to go. I'm thinking leave a gap anyway, just in case. Thanks. I'm thinking about, if we do that, we've got space for a belt if we need to. What's going on? And then we can have some seating here. Can you set a check-in desk for certain airlines? You can set stands for certain airlines, so I'm kind of thinking maybe you can. How do we... Auto plan is active.
Natter.
So if I turn off auto planner on the small stands and then give it a couple of days, all the flights won't be scheduled there anymore, right? And then I can close the stands, then I can get rid of them, and then I can put medium stands back. Also, you cut off the fuel delivery to your storage tanks by deleting road and ground. No, I didn't, because they get in this way. They come in here. This is how they've always come in. That was, as I said, that road isn't necessary. That was just an addition. Bags can be fed directly to the check-in desks, Battle Rabbit. Right, I'm going to let it build that one and reconfigure it and duplicate it. You can order tea online. Yeah, you can. I ordered some more tea bags yesterday. Change colour. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Oh, paid off the loan a long time ago. Yeah, I got paid off ages ago. We owe nothing. We owe nothing. At the moment we've got how many desks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably more than that. If you don't like PG tips, I don't trust you. LOL. Oh my god, they're actually using that check-in desk. The one that's only just been built. That means they'll probably get rid of a bunch of these. That's not like closing them. They may as well use them. It makes no difference. I need to get rid of this stuff anyway. So now I'm thinking like the stairs will be here. We'll actually have escalators, I think. So the idea is, you come over here and you check in and take the escalator straight up. So upstairs, like this side will be security, and then that side will be... That's the plan. Because all this is going to change. You just woke up at 3 PM, Bob. Wow. Glory blocks to the check-in sensor baggage. Yes, they are. So I'm thinking there'll be some kind of belt thing here that will run underground. Must be placed underneath a terminal. Wait, what? Does that mean I need to make this a terminal first? Oh my god. Oh my god, that's going to be so expensive. Okay. That's 700 grand. I did not think that through. Like, every floor costs money? No, you don't go up a level and place the escalator. You have to have a terminal above to place the escalator. I want to go from here up.